Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? So, my sister was supposed to be here today, but something came up and she cannot be here. So, she will be here next week. Oh, the light. Okay. She will be here next week, so don't worry about that. Um, yes, I saw the live with Jin, Jungkook, and Taeyeon. They went live and they did some karaoke, and it was very very fun. Taeyeon sang "Fly Me to the Moon," which absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I saw it too while at work. Yeah, it was at an unexpected time. It was an unexpected live. It was fantastic. Yeah, I saw some people saying that they were tipsy. So I guess we'll just have to. I cannot cover it today because I need some translations and stuff like that. And it's too soon. But next live stream I can show like some key moments. But it was very fun. Denise, thank you so much. I've missed you. Fly Me to the Moon is my fave. Denise, thank you so much, Denise. Fly Me to the Moon. I love that. I need an official cover of Taeyeon singing Fly Me to the Moon. Because just on the live stream, like as a karaoke song, it was so, so good. So it was very, very nice to see. I was working on something else. Actually, I was working on what I'm about to present today when they went live. So they distracted me for a little bit there. But it was very, very fun. And now I can't wait to see it again. I love that Jin has a family photo of whole Bangtan and that every day he wakes up and says thanks. Oh, that's so sweet. He did he say that? I didn't read any translations. So I watched the live fully, but with no translations. But actually I was surprised because I could understand some words here and there as opposed to not understanding anything. But yeah. Oh, he did say it. That's so sweet. Okay. So, do any of you guys know about what I'm about to talk today? Um, YouTube and Billboard are fighting, guys. They are fighting, and of course, when they're fighting, there are going to be like changes in the charts, and we need to adapt. We need to adapt. So, you guys did hear it. I have some presentation. Um, I have a presentation with some explanation there. And it's thanks to Meg who is here on the chat. Before the comeback, what luck? Yes, I mean, thankfully, we're still like some months away, so we can prepare, understand, and all of that. But I feel like more changes are about to come. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what they're doing, but I feel like they're going to change more than just these two rules that I'm going to talk about today. I'm glad it isn't a week before Bangtan comeback. Yes, at least it's months before, so we can prepare and we can see what we can do now. Kind of heard about it, but is it bad? So it's not. It's a. It can be good and it can be bad. It can be. It's just a change that is going to affect how we usually do things, but it can be seen as something positive for BTS's comeback if we understand it and we do what we're supposed to do. That's why I wanted to talk about these two changes today, and I will show you guys like with graphics. with some graphics, some explanation of what we're supposed to do now that there are these changes happening. Okay, so let me see. So once again, here are our Spotify priorities. Our Spotify priority right now is Indigo to 1 billion because we can get money for the BTS comeback if we make it before December 31st. I will explain that in a second. But I wanted to talk a little bit about this because I'm seeing some conversation about this. We need to continue, yes, with all of our goals from solo albums, solo songs by BTS members. But there really is not much time left, and we really, really, really need to start streaming BTS way more. Usually, the songs that we're focusing on right now from BTS are Life Goes On, Wasted on Me because it's close to a milestone, and that's basically it. That is not enough, guys. That is not enough. Um, we really need to push now. Now it's literally now or never. We really need to push BTS's Spotify profile right now. Um, and yes, this is not my account. This is Veracity BRC. This is not me. Nothing related to me. I don't know who they are. But it says the top 3 artists on Spotify are currently doing around 40 million, if not more, daily. And they won't decrease as they have heavy general public audience alongside their own fans. If we wait until comeback, it will be too late to catch up. Are you guys hearing that? If we wait until the comeback, even if we do amazing with BTS once they drop their comeback album, it won't be enough. It would be too late. The top 3 artists, even with BTS's comeback, just for the year end like wrap up, is it won't for the year end wrapped, it won't be enough for BTS to be up there. We really need to stream more BTS. Yes, the solo songs are important, but we really need to stream BTS's profile, Spotify profile. So please keep that in mind, like go back to BTS. Marcos, you cannot talk about sending a DM to this person, declaring your love when you have not been here for the past, what, 3 months? So don't even try. You disappeared from the chat completely. Currently, we're doing about 40 million daily across BTS and 7 members. So ARMY is streaming at this level, but BTS is only 10 to 12. Yes, so that's the thing. We are a streaming force, okay? We are streaming a lot, so much. But we're streaming across all of the 7 BTS members as solo artists and the BTS account. So we are doing the numbers. It's just spread out. They don't care. Like Spotify charts, they don't care. So they will still it's like we're not streaming at this level. We need to get our focus back to BTS's account. Okay. Yeah, right. I'll be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that. So let's continue with BCD app. There is a new what is a new function? So it says albums missions are here. I feel like with this, we can help BTS a lot. Feature, exactly. A new feature. There is this album missions. I still have not tried it. But aside from the daily missions that is related to songs, now we have the album missions. I recommend please do album missions, not just with Indigo, which is our focus right now, but our focus right now should also be on BTS's music. Once again, this is an emergency, everyone. Even if BTS is extremely successful, we won't make it if we don't stream starting today, okay? We won't make it. we are doing great in streaming. It's just that it's across all of these BTS solo accounts. So we need to bring our focus back to BTS, please. Stream BTS a lot more, a lot more. I'm going to be honest, I'm guilty of this. I was streaming Life Goes On, Wasted on Me, and maybe like a couple of more songs here and there. But I was streaming basically Life Goes On, and that was it. We really need to stream more BTS, anything related to BTS. So look at this. These are the album streaming missions. Select albums to stream to earn some exclusive photo cards. So if you stream BTS, you will get photo cards for the BCD app. Only wait, only drawable from these album missions. Reset time will be the same as daily missions. So these are the day. Oh, so from BTS, there's only B, but we also have Echo and Indigo. Once again, Indigo, it's very important right now for the fundraising. So please stream stream B. Like there's no tomorrow. Like B just dropped. We really need to bring our attention back to BTS, the account of BTS as a group. And every album has one photo card. I will get three extra photo cards daily then because I will stream all of these albums. Is this app available to download on phone? No. So this is for everyone who is new here. This is a new website created by BTS Chart Data, an amazing account on Twitter. It's b-cd.app. It's not an actual app, it's a website, but it's called the BCD app. And you stream BTS, you connect your Spotify account, and basically you get rewards every single day. There are 3 games daily. There are daily missions. When you stream these songs, you get photo cards. It's super fun. And then if you get two photo cards of the same, you can trade with other armies. It's super, super fun. I recommend everyone to join the BCD app daily missions today if you have not already. So yeah, it's a website. It's called the BCD app, but it's a website. Um, so this is what I was talking about related to Indigo. As you can see here, these are our December challenge, fundraising challenge. Here it says Indigo hits 1 billion album streams by December 31st. We will get 2,600 just if we stream. Just if we stream, we get $2,600 for BTS's comeback. So please stream Indigo so we can get this money. It's a lot of money. Those are so many copies. And we are increasing, but we're still not there yet. Once again, these are the January fundraising challenge. We need pledgers, like we need people who pledge, donate for January, but we're still in December. So, and these are the sources. You can follow them. Where do you see these challenges? So let me show you. So you go to b-cd.app, and here you can see the 3 games. Hurdle, you listen to a snippet of a BTS song, you get a photo card if you guessed it right. Film out, this is with music videos, it's a blurry picture. You get a photo card as well. Blue and gray is like a Wordle basically. I cannot see here because I was locked out of my account, but I created an account specifically for this. But anyways, when you log in, here it says your name, the name of your profile. You click there and then it will show you daily missions, album missions, Spotify charts, and all of that. So you can check the daily missions there. And it will show you like this. Like this. You will see this. And as you can see here, it says daily missions over here. And you will also get a photo card for the team mission. So it's very fun and you get a lot of photo cards. You get to trade with people and stuff. So I will talk about, let me see if I talk about YouTube today. So right now, I mean, since we're here on YouTube, let's talk about YouTube right now. Let me show my presentation, which I worked very hard on. I'm just joking, but it's a simple presentation just to explain all of these changes, how YouTube and Billboard fighting is going to change a little bit how we do things. But I have a question. How many times a day we can stream an album before it's counted as bought and don't count anymore? I don't think we have like an actual number. We don't have like an actual response to that. Because technically, if you ask Spotify or YouTube or these platforms, they simply say, no, like we just need to make sure whatever. Like they never give like an exact answer. But I guess just be careful of streaming all day, every day. Like that wouldn't be realistic. What I like to do is simply stream an album and then move on to a next album and then change to a playlist and then go back to the same album, to the first album, and then change to a completely different album and then go to another playlist. The important thing is moving around. Don't stay in one playlist. Don't loop one album again and again and again. Um, Change playlists and albums. So, not an actual number. Don't loop it the whole day. Playing an album several times a day, totally okay. Exactly what Boris said. Okay, so my advice was correct then. Okay, so let's talk about YouTube. And not just YouTube, but Billboard itself. Without YouTube, they also made some changes to their to their charts. So for the past weeks, I've been recommending all armies to watch 2 to 3 BTS music videos on YouTube every day. Your most recent watch history is reflected in your recommended. So if you don't get BTS recommendations, that's because BTS is not in your watch history. You need to watch BTS in order for you to receive BTS recommendations and fix the YouTube algorithm, and everyone gets recommendations of BTS music videos. However, now is going to be there are some changes. So let's this says understanding the Billboard changes and what BTS armies should do. All of this information was explained to me very thoroughly. That's how we say it, by Meg, who is here on the chat, Mem OT7. So thank you so much for the information and for some of the charts that I will show here as well, that they are part of her information. So let's just start with the changes made by Billboard. This is just Billboard first. Then I will explain what happened to YouTube. But first, let's explain just Billboard. So, what changed? Billboard announced changes to streaming weights for two charts, the US Billboard 200 album chart and the US Billboard Hot 100 chart. I will explain in a second what streaming weights are. But first, you need to know that the changes are for the US charts. Which charts? These two, the album, Billboard 200, and the Hot 100, which is about singles. Only songs um, can chart in the Hot 100, and only albums can count on the Billboard 200. So, this is just for the US. Let's start with the changes for Billboard 200. So, this is before the change right now, basically, because the changes are going to happen in January 17 of next year, January 17 of 2026. But we are not there yet. So right now it is like this. One album unit, what Billboard counts as one album unit is 10 song tracks. When it comes to streaming, one album unit is 1,200 premium streams. So if you have, for example, an Spotify premium account, that will be counted here. 1,200 paid streams, premium streams, are one album unit. But if you have the free Spotify account, or now it's changing, but for example, free YouTube music, free YouTube. You're watching BTS music videos just for free with a free YouTube account. Those will be counted here. Also Spotify free. One album unit is 3,770 wait, 3,750 ad supported or free streams. I like calling it free streams um, because they are from a free account. So, Apple Music, for example, there's no free version of Apple Music. So, one album unit from Apple Music will definitely be here, 1,200. Also, Spotify Premium is counted here in the 1,200, but Spotify Free is counted here. So this is the weights, the streaming weights that they are going to change. This is right now, but after they change in January 17, it's going to be like this. One album unit is going to be the same, 10 song tracks, but now instead of 1,200 premium streams, it's going to be 1,000 premium streams. And for free streams, instead of 3,750 is going to be 2,500 free streams. So, yes, like you guys are understanding it, this is good because this means that streaming is going to be counted more. If you have a premium account, free account on Spotify, Apple Music, it doesn't matter. Well, you cannot have a free account on Apple Music, but you can have it on Spotify. This is good overall for streaming. Now, streaming is counted more. We can get one album unit sooner because of this new rule, this new change. Let's focus on this specifically because this is really the change. The ratio from paid streams to free streams. After the change in January 17, yes, Spotify playlist. Oh, pause for a little bit. Okay. Any questions? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of questions. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back. So let me answer some questions. Yes. So when we say album unit, it's basically buying an album. 10 song tracks is like buying 10 songs. Have you guys heard of that recommendation to armies that say, armies don't buy the full album, buy the songs separately? That is because, let's say, for example, an album has 20 songs. If you buy the tracks separately, buying the entire album will be counted as two album units because the album has 20 song tracks. You see here? This is right now, by the way. This is why we buy songs separately. This is related to sales. One album unit sale is 10 song tracks sales. Now, if you're streaming instead of buying 1,200 streams, would be as if you were buying one album or buying 10 songs separately. Yes, buy separately is for US charts, not UK. Exactly. As you can see here, this is for Billboard 200 US. These are for the changes are for the US charts. The album sales, the albums charts and the singles charts, which is the Hot 100. Let me see. Do playlists count? Yes. Just any kind of stream that is valid, of course. If you're looping the song, that doesn't count. A correct stream from we're talking about correct counted streams from free accounts and correct streams from paid accounts. Oh, yes. Buying album songs individually applies to the US. Please note that some local charts won't count any album purchases unless you buy the album itself. Yeah, so this is just for Billboard US. Other charts around the world have different rules. have different rules. We're talking just about Billboard US. I will talk about the Billboard Global, the global Billboard charts in a minute because we also have some things to talk about there. But this is just for the US. New streaming weights will help us get a few thousand more album units. US Army will still need to buy 250,000 to 300,000 albums to top the Billboard 200 album chart. Yes. So of course we still need to focus on buying because as you can see, you just buy one album or well, 10 soundtracks and that is like streaming 1,200 times from a premium account. But we need to do everything. We can help a lot more with streaming. Now it's going to be counted more. That is a good thing. But we still need to buy the songs and the album. It's going to be very, very important for the US charts specifically. US Army, please consider diversifying and not only sticking to Spotify. There are other platforms with less streaming restrictions slash filtering. Correct. So there are other there are multiple other someone mentioned before Amazon Music that also counts as well. I will step up my streaming game substantially for this comeback. Yes. And I'll try to save money since I'm in the US. So that is amazing. What this rule change means is basically that our streams will count more towards the Billboard charts. This we're talking about the US first. I'll talk about the global armies and what we can do as global armies in a minute. I also have it here, don't worry. But when it comes to the US charts, just know that streams are now counted more. There's a literal airplane. Amazon, Deezer, Pandora. Correct. So once again, this is the ratio, um, the new ratio that we're going to have after the change on the Billboard US charts, the US Billboard charts in January 17 of 2026. 1,000 premium paid streams will be the same as 2,500 free streams. The ratio will be 1 to 2.5. Keep this in mind, 1 to 2.5. Okay. Now that is for albums, album charts. Now let's look at the changes made to the Billboard Hot 100. This is an important. I say this every single time that I mention the Billboard Hot 100, but the reason why the Billboard Hot 100, which is the single US chart, um, the the most important Billboard chart when it comes to singles in the US, it's because this chart affects basically the entire world. This is why if you're a global army, it's not like, oh, I'm a global army and I cannot help in any way to the Hot 100 and the US Billboard 200. So I'm just not going to pay attention. Like, I don't care about it. I'm just going to move on and focus on my. No, this is very, very important because it indirectly affects what is popular around the world in different charts. For example, in my country, radio stations play what's popular in the Billboard Hot 100 instead of the global Hot 100. It is more like a cultural thing. Like if BTS gets a Hot 100 number one for multiple weeks, then it will receive more attention globally, just like as a cultural, as a pop culture song, as a song in pop culture. So you can help by donating to the fundraisings in social media. And if you cannot donate, you can still follow them just to be updated with all of this. Now, let's see the changes to the Billboard Hot 100. They didn't specify exactly what they were going to change, but they basically said that the ratio is going to be the same. The streams from a premium account ratio to the streams from an ad supported or free streaming account is going to be the same as the one from the album charts, 1 to 2.5. In conclusion, it's basically the same. It's going to be the same ratio now. Streaming counts more for the US Billboard charts, for the album charts, and the singles charts, which is the Hot 100. Once again, who does it apply to? This applies to US Army only. Right now, changes have only been announced for US charts. No changes have been announced for the Billboard Global 200 charts, but it seems like there could be additional chart changes announced that could impact Global Army. I also fear this. um, they announced the changes for the US Billboard charts, but I need everyone to prepare mentally for changes in the Billboard Global charts. Maybe it won't happen and we're good, but what if it does, right? Maybe out of nowhere they announce that they're going to also change the ratio for the global charts. We'll see with time, but still it's important to know. Okay, any questions? Now, if only they fix radio's weight. That is just craziness that radio is still the radius is still weighted like this much. It's completely ridiculous. Like I understand maybe making a streaming count more, not more. Make a streaming count more like they are doing right now. This is technically like a good change because that means we stream more points for BTS for the Billboard charts in the US. In the US for now. Okay, so let me see. This is a quick summary. You can take a screenshot. This was also put together by Meg, so thank you so much. In simplified, in simple words, what can Army do about the Billboard changes? Be ready to pre-order albums from US retailers for the Billboard 200. This is for US armies. Global armies instead should order for local or Hanto and Circle charts. Once again, US armies be ready to pre-order albums from US retailers for Billboard 200. But if you're a global army, instead you should order for local or Hanto Circle charts. Um, it should go without saying, but of course, global armies pay attention that your retailers, like the store where you're buying the song and the album from, count towards your country's charts or global charts, like Hanto Circle charts. So just make sure that it's just because like in my country there are usually like K-pop stores, and K-pop stores like they don't send their information to Billboard Global or something, you know? So just make sure that you're buying from an official account. Ordering from Weaver's Global counts for Hanto Circle charts. There are other approved retailers. Yes, approved retailers. That was the word that I was looking for. Just make sure if you want to support BTS, make sure you're buying their albums from approved retailers. That is it. If you buy from Weaver's Global, you're helping this Hanto and Circle charts. So that also helps BTS. Your your sale, your buy, your sale is counted. Your sale, that makes no sense. Your purchase is counted basically. Next, stream with premiums accounts if you can. Get a free trial a week or two before comeback. This applies to both US armies and global armies. Like I show you, the ratio is 1 to 20 to 2.5. Premium accounts are counted more. Premium streams are counted more than free streams. So if you can't pay for a premium account on anything, Apple Music, Spotify, do it. But if you cannot afford it, You can get a free trial a week or two before the comeback. This is very important, especially for the first weeks. Next, this is for everyone, Global Army. Next, we have donate to or boost funders on all social media. This should be done by all armies around the world, US armies, global armies. There are not only, I'm only sharing fundraisers basically for, I believe, Hannah, are all the fundraisers basically for US charts? I think so. But I've seen fundraisers for other countries as well. So make sure to also donate to or boost funders on all social media. Even if you cannot donate, give the engagement. So retweet them, share them. So armies who can actually donate or who are in the US and can receive the donations. So all of that can happen. Oh, one is for the UK. Yes, one is for UK. So see right there, there are fundraisers for different countries. And next we have follow US fan bases for any updates on Hot 100 in 2026 and be ready to buy the title track and remixes. This is basically a recommendation for US Army. Global armies should instead buy and stream for the Billboard Global 200. Now, this is something that it's a little bit confusing, but there is the Billboard 200. Let me see if I don't mix them up right now. The one that I was talking about, this one, is the Billboard 200. This is just for the US, the US Billboard 200. And this one, when it comes to global armies, global armies numbers are not reflected in the Billboard 200. They are reflected in the Billboard Global 200. But there is, aside from this, there is a global Billboard 200. So just don't mix them up. So yeah, follow US bases for any updates on Hot 100 in 2026 and be ready to buy title track and remixes. There are most likely going to be remixes or different versions that we can buy and stream. And now, since streaming is counted a little bit more, then pay attention to that as well. Stream as well as buy. It'll be nice to go on a shopping spree at every store in the neighborhood for BTS's album. That would be amazing. Okay. So yeah, just make sure that you're buying from official stores. So they are counted towards the Billboard Global 200 and your country's charts as well. And South Korean charts like this. But anyways, so yeah, this is the summary. And this, if you want to know more about this, this is the article Billboard charts to add more weight to on demand streaming in 2026. So, this is the first announcement of any kind of changes related to Billboard. And I haven't mentioned YouTube yet because this was like days before. I remember that these news dropped before I had like a live stream. Digital stores count as well iTunes, Amazon, and Cubus. Correct. So now I'll continue with the fight between YouTube and Billboard. This is definitely the one that is getting the most headlines because these changes are going to be crazy. The charts are going to I feel like the charts are going to be very different without YouTube there. So let me explain how this what is going to happen with YouTube and Billboard. What happened? YouTube announced that after January 16, 2026, their data will no longer be delivered to Billboard or factor into their charts. Basically, Billboard counts streams from Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, and all of these platforms, and YouTube, of course, YouTube as well. But now YouTube said, I'm out. Like, my streams are not going to be counted on Billboard anymore. YouTube wants streams from free accounts to be counted equally with premium streams. Basically, a 1-to-1 ratio. The ratio, like I explained, is 1 to 2.5. 1 to 2, yes, 1 to 2.5. But YouTube says, no, I want to a 1-to-1 ratio. And Billboard basically said, no, we're not going to do that. So YouTube says, then we're out. This is a beautiful, this is a visual representation of their discussion, basically. So YouTube said, can premium and free streams be counted equally? It's unfair that people paying, that their streams are counted more than people not paying for our platform. We want all streams to be counted the same. And Billboard said, no, our ratio is 1 to 2.5, not 1 to 1. Paid streams should be counted more. We're not doing that change. And YouTube responded, then I'm out. You won't see me ever again. Okay, we don't know if ever again, but yeah, YouTube basically said, since streams from free accounts and paid accounts are not counted equally, then we are completely out from all Billboard charts. And that is basically where we are right now. Now, we don't know if they are still negotiating or if something is going to change in the future. They'll be back. Yeah, we don't know if they'll be back eventually, if they make an agreement or of some sort. I don't know. But for now, this is where we are right now. YouTube versus Billboard, or Taeyeon versus Jimin Dumplings debate. Who wins? Well, in the end, Taeyeon and Jimin, like, they are friends again. So we'll see. We'll see if YouTube and Billboard figure something out. The problem is that affects international artists more than US artists, like Latin, K pop, and BTS. Yes, because a lot of people in different countries outside the US, like, people stream YouTube so much. So if you take YouTube out of the equation completely, then the charts are going to be there. The charts are not going to reflect what the majority of the world is listening to. This affects not just the US charts, this affects every chart. This affects all the Billboard charts, global charts, US charts, all of them, basically. And a lot of people, like you're saying, like Latin artists, K pop artists, they are very popular in YouTube more than any other platform. So yeah, the charts are not going to reflect um, what a lot of people are listening to on YouTube. Wait, let me see. I think I have a message. Okay. YouTube has a different business model than the other streaming platforms, but I'm not sure exactly what they are trying to achieve or how the 1-to-1 ratio is related to more money for them. That is also what I don't understand. Why do they want why does YouTube want so bad for the account for the free streams to be counted the same as the premium streams? I was thinking, and maybe I'm completely, like, I will retract this immediately, okay? But you know how um a lot of artists, oh, well, some artists paid for strong promotions on YouTube. Like they're going to push that video to you. Maybe even as an ad. Does that have to do with this? If you get a music video as an ad, then that would be basically the same as someone from a premium account who cannot get ads searching for the video and watching the music video. I don't know. That is the only thing that I can see how this 1-to-1 ratio can benefit YouTube. Because why are they willing to leave Billboard completely? Why do they want this 1-to-1 ratio so bad? Maybe because they would benefit a lot from labels um, putting a lot of ads on their music videos, and that would be counted basically the same as a stream from a premium account from someone who is actually looking for the video. But anyways, that is just a theory. Um, I don't know. It's just a theory. Not everyone can afford YouTube Premium. More have free accounts. That is true as well. Labels will see YouTube as less profitable. Oh, you retracted the message. I'm gonna put my thing full hat right now and say they're probably planning something for next year. Like, I don't know, some other platform they will join, some other big company. I don't know. Yeah, so the thing is that the year has not ended yet, and they have announced two big changes on the Billboard charts. I feel like this is not it. I feel like there's going to be more changes. Um, but the good thing is that we know now these changes and we can prepare for them. This makes more sense that BTS started promoting Apple Music, are starting to promote Apple Music since they also include music videos to stream. Yeah, so you can watch music videos. You can stream music videos on Apple Music. In your one video, you show that other groups have more video streams than just audio. Can you talk about that dynamic at all? So it's a little bit related to what I mentioned. Um, some people, some audiences, like K-pop audiences, they don't really. This is a generalization, okay? But they don't really listen to the music. They just like watching the music videos and live performances and stuff like that. So their numbers don't much. But BTS, their numbers do much. That is a that is something good for us because okay, YouTube leaves, then okay, we're still good with Spotify, you know. But we need to do better with other streaming platforms as well. We cannot just stay forever with YouTube and Spotify. Things are changing and we need to adapt. Now, this fight and now the fact that YouTube is leaving Billboard doesn't mean that we abandon YouTube forever. There are other things. Like I mentioned here, this is like I show here. As of now, YouTube and YouTube Music streams will not be counted for Billboard US and global charts starting January 16. So, whether you listen to BTS in the form of a music video or on YouTube, or whether you listen to BTS in the form of a song track on YouTube Music, those won't be counted for the Billboard charts at all. Like, none of it. Not the music video, not the soundtrack, nothing. However, YouTube is still a very important platform. YouTube is still an important factor for global charts such as the IFPI. As you can see right here, all of these IFPI charts, these are global charts, and BTS has always topped those in great part because of YouTube. If we abandon YouTube, BTS is not topping any of these charts. So we cannot abandon YouTube. Oh my goodness. So IFPI is, I would say, one of the most important charts. It's not all about Billboard. This is a huge, huge, huge chart as well. Also, not just the global charts like IFPI, but South Korean charts like Hanto Circle chart. Um, YouTube counts a lot as well. YouTube also counts for the UK charts, for Australian charts like the ARIA, and many, many more. Most likely, YouTube counts for your country's charts, no matter the country where you are from. And if you think, because sometimes I get like some comments here and there. Some people say like my country doesn't have like any important charts, so who cares, right? Even if you think that you don't, even if you don't care about your country's charts, which you should, still think about the global charts. No matter the country you're from, your streams count towards the global charts. Your sales count towards the global charts, like IFPI. So we should all continue streaming on YouTube because these are important. These are important charts as well. How many times like have we tried with the UK charts? The UK charts have been a little bit difficult for BTS Army. Um, so we cannot give up right now. We need to continue streaming on YouTube. Mama uses Circle chart for their data. Yes, so the future dance songs that BTS are going to get are going to be in big part, in great part, because of YouTube. So we cannot abandon YouTube right now. Okay. What can Army do about the YouTube news? Stay calm and keep streaming on YouTube. Let's wait and see if YouTube and Billboard come to an agreement. This is just the fight basically. We're in the middle of it. But maybe they make an agreement. We'll see with time. But it's good that we know of these changes now, even if they change in the future. Um, just so we are prepared. Imagine if this news that YouTube is not important anymore, which it is, but imagine if this news dropped like a week before the comeback. Imagine. We have time to think about a strategy and see how BTS and other artists adapt. So we still have a long, not a long time, but we don't have a lot of time, by the way. But we still have some time before BTS's comeback. Other artists are going to release music, albums, and we can see what they do. We can see different strategies that maybe we can follow, what strategies maybe don't work anymore. So we'll see what other artists do and what happens to them on the charts. And then we can analyze those and see, okay, we can come up with new strategies. So that is basically everything. If you have, if you want to know more about um, the YouTube change, well, about how YouTube is not going to be counted towards the Billboard charts anymore, at least for now. You can check these sources. A change to YouTube's inclusion on the US Billboard charts, and YouTube announces intention to withdraw data from Billboard charts. That's an article from Billboard. Do we know if Big Kid or the boys have given some kind of clue as to which streaming apps they want us to use? Well, I think the biggest clue right now is that BTS's label wants us to get Apple Music. They're doing so much with Apple Music. Um, they push that streaming party. They've been pushing Apple Music kind of. I think so as well. Um that spatial thing that they did, like the listening party, that it even crashed. But even though that happened, they still put it like on Times Square. That's how big that was. And they promoted it, and I don't know, I feel like they're saying get Apple Music. Um we have a lot to do with Apple Music. We really need to inform. I don't know what it is about Apple Music, but it can be seen as complicated, especially for people who don't have an iPhone or Apple device. But we need to figure something out. We need to figure out what to do with Apple Music because BTS's label is pushing Apple Music a lot. And that is a sign, I feel like. That is a sign. I don't have any Apple device. Yeah, so me neither. But you can still get Apple Music without an Apple device. Um, there are some things with Apple that I it confuses me a little bit. Like there's an ID thing that makes my life miserable because I want to create like a new account or something, and it creates this entire confusion. But yeah, I need to do some research about that, and then I can explain it. Maybe make a video about it. But I'll see for January because we really need to push our Apple Music game. YouTube ads are different than free streams on YouTube. If you are logged into your free YouTube account and watch the music video, it counts as a stream. On YouTube, labels can also buy ads to push a music video you have to watch. Yeah, and um I think that is maybe why YouTube is so obsessed about this 1-to-1 ratio. But I guess we'll see. Maybe they come to an agreement. Yeah, I'll prepare a video. But first, to prepare a video about Apple Music, I need to understand Apple Music and actually get Apple Music. I will be honest. I don't I don't pay for Apple Music. I don't have it. So I have to. And we all have to. For the comeback, we really need to push Apple Music. Okay. Um so yeah, it's sad because I recommended on the last live stream, my latest live stream, that I made this year. I switched to YouTube Music, and I started streaming more on YouTube Music than Spotify. That's why I have like my Spotify rap doesn't have as many hours as last year, and that is because now I stream on both YouTube Music personally and Spotify, specifically for BTS. And now YouTube Music is not counted at all for the Billboard charts. But it's still counted for global charts, so I'm not dropping YouTube Music. But yeah. Save your Apple Music trials and start them 1 to 2 weeks before the comeback. Yes, as you can see right here. This is what you should do. Stream with premium accounts if you can. and get a free trial a week or two before the comeback if you cannot. Yes, there's no free version for Apple Music. That's why it sucks. Okay. So that is all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Meg, for the information. Claps for Meg. Bora, have you seen the last Drunk Weavers live? I have. I was actually preparing this when they went live and they started singing, and it was amazing. Spotify are offering 4 months free, ends December 31st. Yes. Yes, I saw that they were offering that. It's for new accounts. Okay. And yes, if your country doesn't have Amazon Digital Music Store or Cubus to buy, don't worry. Buy an album if it's available in your region if you can. And even if you can only stream. Yes, because now streams, well, that's for the US. But streams are still important for global charts and for all charts. So, yeah, if you don't have like a particular streaming platform, just another one. So Spotify Premium counts the same as Apple Music? Yes. Spotify Premium counts the same as Apple Music because Apple Music by default is premium. Apple Music is paid, so it counts the same as Spotify Premium. But yes, Apple Music only counts more than free Spotify. But Spotify Premium, it's the same basically. Okay, let's continue. Like I mentioned, oh, there it is. YouTube changed their live stream thing, and now it's hard for me to find some things, but now I found it. No, it's okay. I can repeat myself forever. Sometimes it's just hard to follow everything, and maybe when you understand a point, I already moved on, so I can completely like repeat my points. No worries. So I mentioned this last time. Games like this, for example, are still important for global charts, so I'm still recommending it. This is from Army on Weavers. This is a drop the moment project. It's a YouTube game activity. They drop a screenshot of a music video and they drop a moment of a music video. And you need to take a screenshot and you need to watch the music video, take a screenshot and leave it there. But yeah, it's just like a fun little dynamic to a stream on YouTube. It's still counted towards global charts, so we should still promote YouTube. We should still focus on YouTube. Um, just a reminder that we have our re-comeback project for Run BTS on January 1st. Um, Muse can receive a BBMA nomination, so continue streaming. And Jin's Happy is nominated for the Golden Disc Awards. Okay, let's see this. These are the highest rated K pop albums on Metacritic. Interesting. So we have D Day by Augusty, Proof by BTS, Indigo by RM, Jack in a Box by J Hope, Face by Jimin, Mademoiselle 7 by BTS, and Layover by V. Very interesting. This is critics. by the way. These are the highest rated K-pop albums on Metacritic. Interesting. Didn't know about this. Yes, D-Day is the highest one. Pretty cool. Now, there has been an announcement, it's a Weaver's notice, regarding a special message to Army for membership gold members. A special message to Army will also be provided as a digital collectible to membership holders via waivers by the end of January. This basically says that if you have the membership, the Army membership gold, if you're an Army membership gold member, you will get a special message by BTS. Now, what kind of special message? I don't know, but I've seen usually if you have a membership, BTS sends like a special videos or pictures or like a note or something that is just for members. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what BTS is going to. What is this about? A special message to Army. Hmm. What do you guys think it is? Like constantly getting the membership, right? That's how Army can get the gold membership. So I'm not sure. I think that is what I am guessing because there's the regular membership, but to get the gold membership, they are mailing it. So it's not just a video. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why I thought it was going to be like a special video. I don't know. But if they're mailing it, hmm, I don't know. But yeah, Army membership gold members are going to receive this special message to Army. They're mailing it tomorrow. Okay, so I guess we'll see then. RM updated his Spotify. Now I'm thinking of Spotify and YouTube. um, RM updated his official Instagram profile photo. Now it's this one. Look at this cute dog. June Retriever again. Yeah, it's the golden retriever again. And we also have an article about Namjoon. It says BTS RM's powerful influence. Even minor updates shake up global charts. Solo song tops iTunes worldwide. Another one says BTS's RM one word sparked a comeback ahead of the full group's comeback. Another one says BTS's RM surprisingly wins first place on music charts across the globe after driver's license qualification. Um, RM revealed on BTS's live broadcast from their practice room on waivers that he has finally obtained his driver's license. This small update immediately affected the music charts as of 6 a.m. On the 18th. Nuts, a track from his second solo album, Right Place, Wrong Person, topped the iTunes top song charts in 45 different countries. So this is because we charted Nuts by RM. So it was everywhere. I'm glad. I hope he saw it because it's crazy. Just charting a song because he got his driver's license. This is how you communicate with your artist. Exactly. Now these are some random tweets about Jin. I hope it's Kim Seok Jin. Now who did this? Jin applying for a job. Do you have at least 1 year of experience working in the beauty or aesthetics industry? I've been beautiful my whole life. This is a random tweet. Now I get it. Jin applying for a job. Oh my goodness. And this one, this is so cute. Oh, tell me who's your bias without telling me who's your bias. I'm watching Super Tuna in the live stream with the three members, Jin, Jungkook, and Taeyeon. They mentioned Super Chamchi. Like that's because I understood even without subtitles because I'm just so fluent in Korean. So I understood when they mentioned Super Chamchi. Super Chamchi. Jin posted this picture on his Waiver account. Is a selfie next to a mirror. Beautiful, beautiful. And here we have some Christmas pictures of Jin for Aijin. I always say Aijin. It's just so it comes so natural to my head, like Aijin, but it's actually Aijin. It's the same get up he had on the live. Really? I didn't even notice. I watched the live stream live, but I haven't rewatched anything, like any clips or anything. So I don't even remember. This is Jin for Fred, Jewelry. A radiant scape spread joy and light with Fred's global brand ambassador, Jin of BTS, in sunny Fredland. A radiant world to celebrate with those you love, and Mason Fred Creations. Okay. Okay. This photo shoot, they're going to make a lot of promotions from this photo shoot. I can see it already. So expensive, correct. Now, there are no Yoongi updates, but that's okay because we've gotten so many Yoongi updates recently. Look at this little angel I got in the mail today from M. Oh my goodness. Not with the picture for the kids. Oh, wait. Well, it's not even a picture. This is from the video. Actually, this is not even a video. This is from the fan cam of the event. Yoongi sending his message to the kids playing the instruments. Oh, look at this. The cat with the rabbit. Well, with the bunny. Let me go cry. Namjoon.
형! 슈가 형!
어?
남준이 형이 뭐 오라는데요?
어디로?
저 원래 저 밑에 집.
왜?
몰라 뭐 정한다.
Oh my goodness. The bunny with the cat again. We're deciding on something. Oh, this is from In the Soup.
한다는데? 뭐?
This is from In the Soup. And this is J-Hope on his Instagram stories. I love that J-Hope has his collection now with human made, and now I feel like all he wears is human made. You can see it right here, human made. So he has his collection now, and now all he wears, not even just the scarf. Look at this; it's also human made. Everything's human made. We love it. Did you see the Mona Lisa video? Of course, I have it right here. This was recommended to me on YouTube, and I dropped everything and I immediately went to watch the live performance because I've been waiting for this. I remember when the fan cams dropped, I said, I just hope they drop like the official recording because there was a man with a huge camera, and I said, there's no way they're not going to drop the official performance, like well recorded and everything. Let's see.
Single Mona Lisa, it's J-Hope.
Okay. So he's presented there. And I was a clown again because I said that the beginning of this song, Mona Lisa, it sounds like there was a dance break there, or like there was a new introduction. It didn't just start the song when we got the fan cams. And I said, yeah, maybe it's like a new remix version, but maybe it can be that he performed more than one song. So this is like a transition to the second song, which is Mona Lisa. So I was wrong. My prediction was wrong, but anyways, it doesn't matter. It turned out to be that, yeah, this is just the beginning of the song. See how this is completely new. It's like a dance break. It was really, really beautiful. And as you can see, well, BTS always performs live, but this was really, really live. Because oops. The audience was very quiet, just paying attention to the performance. They gave like a loud cheer in the end, but you can hear everything. His voice. So fine, 1+9, hype, get me going, might just blow it. So yeah, it was very, very good. I was waiting for this one. I was waiting for so long. At some point, I said it's been so long that we're probably not going to get it, but I'm glad that we got it. 6 backup dancers, of course, always. And this is
Performing his
this is a post by Other Mars Biget.
single Mona Lisa, it's J-Hope.
So is that John Mayer? Because it says everywhere like a performance by J-Hope with John Mayer. Is that just like, is that him? I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know who that man is. Sorry to this man. I've never seen him. I've heard his name, but that's it. He is. Okay. Yeah, John Mayer introduced J-Hope. So this remix was only for this event, or did they release it? It's been a while since Mona Lisa was released, so I'm not sure about the remixes of it. So I haven't listened to the remixes a lot for Mona Lisa, to be honest. I've listened to Mona Lisa, but I think this is just a special version for this performance. I think we haven't heard this. This is a new dance break, not officially released. A new remix, let's put it that way. Okay, here we have some global Spotify daily top songs charts. We have basically the same songs as always: Don't You Love Me, Who, Seven, Winterhead, and Spaghetti. And for the global Spotify daily top artist chart, we have BTS at number 62. Now, once again, I need to express the the emergency situation, okay? Even if BTS's comeback is extremely successful, BTS won't be in the top 3 if we don't start streaming BTS now. Because BTS is not going to release their album like at the beginning of the year. We have to wait until spring. You have to remember, well, spring is the beginning of the year for some countries. But anyways, the first 3 artists in the list, the top 3 artists, they're doing like, what was the name? Like 40 million listeners a month. And we are doing that. But we're doing that across all BTS members, across RM, Jin, August D, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook's solo profiles on Spotify. So we are there. We are listening to BTS the correct way. Like, we're doing the numbers. It's just that all of our numbers now need to go back to BTS because the ones who are going to release music next year are BTS, and we need BTS to be in the top of that list. And if we start doing that, if the 40 million of us go to BTS, um, when the comeback starts, it's going to be too late. BTS is not going to be top three. So please, 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 start streaming BTS way more now. Not just Life Goes On. Stream more BTS, any song, literally, but specifically B, Proof. Those are the newest albums, the latest albums. So stream anything that has BTS on it. BTS. So yeah, 9 artists in total because we have Suga and OT7 and BTS. So yeah, stream BTS. This is an emergency. I don't have like an emergency. I should have an emergency soundbite, but I don't. So I don't know. It kind of sounds like an emergency, but I don't know. But yeah, this is an important emergency. Go back to streaming BTS, please. A lot more. If you were streaming 10 BTS songs a day, stream like 20. I don't know, but let's do better. These are the weekly top artists global. BTS is at number 63. Come on, guys. We cannot wait for the comeback. It's going to be too late. Other artists are having the same numbers as us, but in one profile the entire year. So we need to get back to it. Weekly top albums global, Proof, Golden, Muse, and Echo. Remember to stream Proof and B and Indigo as well, so we can get the money for the fundraiser. So stream Indigo, Echo, and everything BTS. Yes, that is the emergency, like the super, super, super ultra priority, like at the top of the list. Indigo, Echo, and everything BTS, and everything and anything and everything BTS. Um, BTS now hits 46 billion streams on Spotify, becoming the most streamed group and first K-pop and Asian act in history to do so. 46 billion streams total. That is amazing. So congratulations, BTS. With this comeback, how many more billions can we get? We'll see. Billboard Global 200, we have Spaghetti 7, Don't Say You Love Me. And for the Billboard Global, excluding the US, we have Spaghetti, Don't Say You Love Me, 7, and Who. Now with the changes, the changes are going to happen in January 16, 17. So YouTube streams and views won't be counted here towards the Billboard global charts. But once again, don't forget about YouTube. Continue streaming YouTube for the South Korean charts, the global charts, the UK charts, the Australian charts, your country's charts. Those count to YouTube as well. So Big Hit Music addressed Army's recharting Ampanman. They posted this article that it says the fact that this song is being loved again ahead of the full group comeback next spring is a result of the support of Army, who have waited for them for a long time. This is Big Hit Music about Ampanman recharting. Amazing. This is because this article has a response by Big Hit. So Big Hit addressed it, like Big Hit responded. And they basically said it's because next spring is going to be the comeback. So Spotify Wrapped tracking starts in 10 days. Oh, so this is a little bit of what I was talking about. We cannot allow 50 artists to outstream us for the first 3 months and then expect BTS to be top 10 in Spotify Wrapped top 10 artists. This is why it's so, so important. We need to get back to BTS's profile on Spotify. We are doing great, actually. We are doing strong numbers. It's just that it's across all BTS members. So we need to bring our attention back to BTS. Here's a recap of BTS on this week's charts. This is for December 20. Billboard Global 200, we have Spaghetti 7, Don't Say You Love Me. Digital song sales, we have Anpanman because of our project. And for global charts, we have the global excluding the US, Spaghetti, Don't Say You Love Me, 7, and Who. And world albums, Proof and Muse. World digital song sales, Anpanman because of our project. So that is amazing that we're doing, that we did the Anpanman project. J-Hope Suga / Augusty and Jin have officially take the crown as the top 3 highest grossing tours by K soloists in Billboard history. So I don't care, okay, what any K-pop stan says about how this K-pop soloist and this other K-pop soloist is bigger than BTS individually. Where are the numbers? Where is the tour? Where is the money made from the tours? Literally, the top 3 soloists of South Korea, when it comes to tours, are J-Hope, Yoongi, and Jen. Period. Like, there's no more conversation. Okay, it's official. So leave us alone. BTS biggest soloists. And yes, so more records. Killing It Girl solo version and Killing It Girl by J-Hope and Glorilla and Stop the Rain by Tablo and RM ranked at 5, 8, 13 on Genius Korea year-end charts 2025 top songs K-hip hop. K-hip hop. So this is a list that I have more mentions of BTS songs on this list that I will show in a second. So this is for K-hip hop. So yeah, we have Killing It Girl solo version at 5, Killing It Girl the feature version at number 8, and Stop the Rain at number 13. Which is crazy because Stop the Rain was not a promoted song. It didn't even have like a music video. It had like a lyrics video with the animations, but yeah, it's amazing what they were able to do with Stop the Rain. It had 0 promotions. What do you mean it's top 13? That is amazing. So because we charted RM's Nuts, since he got his driver's license, we charted Kia Pro Driver and his song Nuts. Look at all of this. Big Kid Music shared an article about it. As expected, BTS, RM's solo song surprises with number 1 on iTunes. Just because we want it. This is our communication, okay? This is how we, ARMYs and BTS, communicate. You know, we just chart their songs as a response. RM's Nuts re-enters the top 10 on US iTunes, and this ARMY says RM's Nuts. That joke is never going to stop, right? As long as we talk about RM's song Nuts, the joke that RM's Nuts is just going to continue forever. RM's Nuts was trending, historic, this ARMY says. We're the funniest people ever. RM's Nuts tops worldwide iTunes after driver's license win. How I imagine the chart analysis reacting in real time. Intern analysts doing their little daily scan. Okay, new entry, boring. And then they see RM's Nuts. Can you imagine people working there, like the interns and the analysts, just seeing that RM's Nuts started charting out of nowhere? They were like, why is this happening? Oh my goodness. And also the reason. Like, is this a new song? Like, a new performance was released, like a music video? And it's like, no. ARMY's just decided to chart it. Mentions ARMY charting Nuts for He a Pro Driver project, My City for BTS in My City project, and Ampaman for Waiting for You BTS. This is the article that was posted by Big Kid Music about RM's Nuts Charlie. I cannot say anymore. And yes, that article included all of these projects. Kia Pro Driver with Nuts, Mass City for BTS in Mass City, and Ampanman for Waiting for You BTS. Waiting for You BTS instead of Ampanman. Jin's Echo has surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify. Finally, that is amazing. Now, please focus on Indigo and BTS's discography more than ever. Don't Say You Love Me and Nothing Without Your Love by Jin and Loser by Jin featuring Yena ranked at 10, 17, and 13 on Genius Korea year-end charts 2025 of K-Ballad and K-Rock. So even with today's live stream, with Jin, Jungkook, and Taeyeon, I realized that the songs they chose to sing, each of them, they were so them. Like I love that they have such a strong musical personalities. Taeyeon sang "Fly Me to the Moon," beautiful, by the way. Jungkook sang, I don't know the song Jungkook sang, but it was also very him, something that represented him as an artist. And Jin chose like a pop rock song. It was like an actual pop rock song. And I thought that was very, very cool. So yeah, we have Loser, Don't Say You Love Me, and Nothing Without Your Love in this list. Jin has won 2025 Fundex Awards in the K-Show Male Player category for Kim's Bizarre B&B. So not even, this goes beyond songs, okay? This is also for their shows and stuff like that. Kim's Bizarre B&B. And next we have J-Hope. J-Hope was also on these Genius Korea year-end charts. Mona Lisa. This is top songs K R&B. Mona Lisa's at number 4. Sweet Dreams is at number 9. Wonderful. It's funny because J-Hope released 3 songs this year and the 3 songs are charting everywhere. J-Hope's official entries on Billboard year-end charts. So it's not just Genius, this is Billboard. The global excluding US artist 94 was J-Hope, and the global excluding the US, Killing It Girl was at 162. 162. Yeah, these are the year-end charts. This is the final chart, the year chart. So that is pretty good as well. It's for Billboard. And the 25 best K-pop songs of 2025 staff picks via Billboard. Number 24, we have J-Hope Killing It Girl featuring Glorilla. I also saw, you know what I love watching? But lately I haven't done a lot of these. But on YouTube, they usually do like these recaps of the entire year, the music in the entire year. And of course, like I expect the biggest songs, right? Like Sabrina Carpenter and I don't know, the biggest artists, The Weeknd or something. But sometimes, like, I saw one from 2025 and they included Killing It Girl. So, Killing It Girl is that song. It did very, very good globally. Mind you, Killing It Girl was a June release. So, how amazing is that? And Echo was a May release. True. Jimin official entries. Oh, Jimin official entries on Billboard year end charts. So this is for Jimin. Let's see. He's in all of these year end charts. Top artist Jimin, Hot 100 artists Jimin, Hot 100 songs Who, streaming songs Who, Billboard Global 200 artists Jimin, Billboard Global 200 songs Who, Billboard Global excluding US artists Jimin, Billboard Global excluding US songs Who, World Album artists Jimin, and World Albums Muse. So many. So many charts. And with no release this year, so that's his impact. Layover by B has surpassed 2.4 million copies sold on Circle Gaon chart. So, like I mentioned at the beginning, this is great. YouTube is still counted towards these charts. So let's continue on YouTube. And finally, we have Jungkook. Jungkook officially entries on Billboard Year End Charts 2025. Let's see them. So he entered the Billboard Global 200 Artists chart, Billboard Global 200 Songs with 7, Billboard Global excluding US artists, and Billboard Global excluding US songs with 7 again. 7, I feel like 7 is it's like dynamite. It's just never going to go away. No matter what anyone releases, 7 is never going to go away. It's going to be there for many years. you know, it it can die correctly. Correct. It cannot die. Jungkook's Still With You has surpassed 400 million streams on Spotify. So 400 million, that's amazing. It deserves a billion. Still With You is still one of my favorite Jungkook songs ever. Okay, let's see these pictures for Lador. Well, video. This is a new picture. And we have ads and billboards in Seoul. Oh, there was a lot. 4, 5. Those ads are huge. Like those are the size of a building, literally. This looks like the airport. Okay. So yeah, there is a lot of billboards for Lador. Jimin billboards for Lador. And here we have this picture. This is the same Osmanthus perfume hair oil that I talked about last time. And this is from Share Magazine. Share Magazine Korea is excited to share great news for K-pop and K-beauty fans. Our first issue is dedicated to your favorite artists. You know who. They know. It's crazy that they don't even need to say like Jimin, Jimin of BTS. No, you know who. Coming soon. Subscribe to Share Magazine Korea on YouTube to be the first to see. So we're getting a new photo shoot for this magazine, Share Magazine. It's crazy. It's the first issue. I feel like I've heard of Share Magazine for a little while now. And Taeyeon shared these pictures of his friends, of himself with his friends on Instagram stories. And he also appeared on this post from Celine, also with his friends. Now, this is the event. Wait, see it bigger? I love this outfit. Even with the purple, very, very boraje. Like it's a very army purple. I know I may sound crazy, but I feel like that is the BTS Army Purple. Wait. He's feeling the Borahe energy. Exactly. It says today's V in purple. He explores new places by looking closely, moving freely, and adding his signature wit. Even through his busy schedule, he never loses his sense of humor. We captured moments with V you can't help but want to keep close at the Celine Cheongdam flagship store through L's eyes. Enjoy it in 3 parts. What does that mean? Enjoy it in 3 parts. Because there's 3 videos. So this is the third post. I don't know what Instagram is doing this to me lately. Like they are taking a long time to show. So this is for L, Taeyong for L. And here is, see, it's taking forever. V is right here. Let's see.
코리아 방탄소년단의 B입니다. 셀린은 청담 플래그십에 와 있습니다.
This audio is very bad because his voice is coming out this headphone, the left one, and the music is coming out of both headphones. So I had this problem in a couple of my videos. I didn't know the difference between mono and stereo, but this is L Korea.
저는 요즘에 슈팅 게임에 좀 빠져 있습니다. 그래서
Can you guys hear it? Or is it just in my headphones? It's just coming out of this, like his voice is just coming out of this one. Anyways, I'm sorry. It says, we asked BTS's V. In 2025, was there a moment you felt especially grateful for this year? Something you haven't told anyone? When was that moment? Discover V's warm and heart-flattering answer as he stays busy. A surprise film featuring V at the Celine flagship store with El Korea will also be revealed soon. Stay tuned. Oh, you can also listen to it on just one ear. Nothing wrong with having Tay in your ears. Nothing wrong with it, but come on, El Korea. I want Tay in both ears, not just in the left one. So we're going to get some content from that. Taeyeon also shared these pictures and Taeyeon also shared these videos on his Instagram stories. It's the ones that I shared. And here we have some pictures of Taeyeon at the event. This army says 7 gold bars. I'm crying. Wait, let me see. Wait, it's going too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm counting 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 gold bars. It's the 7 again. It's always 7 with BTS. I feel like it's almost an instinct for them. I feel like they are looking for 7 because in my daily life, I also look for 7. Like, I don't even think about it. I think of 7, you know? Bora 5 version. Oh, me trying to show I'm purple as hell. Every single time that I read that sentence, it's too funny. Me trying to show I'm purple as hell. Here is a Bora 5 version. Me trying to show that I'm purple as hell. They're right behind me, aren't they? Now, why is Taeyong standing like that? He looks cute. They're right behind me. Proud smirk and everything. Yes. So it was a trending topic on X, Twitter. BTS V charms at Celline's Seoul year-end event. At Celline's Cheongdam flagship store in Gangnam last Wednesday, BTS's V arrived as global ambassador in a black cardigan over purple sweater, blue shirt, and tie from the new collection. He shared with Vogue Korea that the outfit imagined a cute college style. I can see that inspiration for the look. While his gold necklace quickly sold out online, V surprised fans outside and interacted with other K-pop Korean artists. El Korea hinted at a surprise feature film, capping a stylish night of warmth and charisma. Here's an Instagram video from Vogue Korea.
하이 보그 방탄소년단의 B입니다. 오늘 아웃핏은
I can see the college inspired outfit. So hopefully we get some accurate translation soon of these interviews. And we're going to get like more pictures and stuff like that. Wait, what? They made it a meme? I think they made a meme this one or I think it's the Bora 5 version, right? I saw something about it. So this is V for youth. Questions youth with V. Well, that is in Japanese.
이렇게 인터뷰할 때
And he's speaking Korean. He's speaking Korean with Japanese subtitles. So we're just going to have to wait for the translation. That's hilarious. Is that the microphone? It looks like a microphone, but the microphone is the product. That's funny. So yeah, this is basically an interview. When we get the translations, I'll share it. You have to translate it, Bora, since you're fluent in Korea. It's just that I have a headache right now, so I can't do that. But I'll do it for next live stream. And here is a pop-up store in Tokyo. This is going to be... This continues until December 25th. If you haven't yet, please make sure to visit. Yeah, it's another picture from the pop-up store in Japan. Greetings, Bora. I woke up in the middle of the night again, but it's 1 a.m. here. I am so not like our kings who stay awake until 4 a.m. Sorry I wanted to hang out here live. Good night. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for being here, Lauren, even if you woke up in the middle of the night again. Yeah, I wish I go to sleep around that time, like super, super late. Oh, right. So this is why V and Jimin are soulmates. V means big billboards being right in front of each other. That's soulmatery on another level. So this is Jimin for Lador in one building. And then right across it is Taeyong for Paradise City. See? That's because they're soulmates. And here's a statement by Compost Coffee why they hired Taeyong. Compost Coffee revealed it hired Taeyong following a strong franchise demand for brand promotion. Of his 6 billion won advertising fee, 2 billion won was reportedly covered by franchise owners nationwide, a demand too loud to ignore. Interesting. Compost Coffee explains that it hired V as its model due to strong requests from franchisees for brand promotion. It has been revealed that 2 billion won of the 6 billion won in advertising fees for actual Model V were paid by Compost Coffee franchise owners nationwide. That is crazy. Like as a brand, the BTS members, like that's why they have like so many brand ambassadorships. I can just imagine all the words between the brands or BTS members. And Taeyeon said that he doesn't drink coffee in their recent life. Yeah, that's the funniest part. Oh, this is the template that I was thinking of. Meme quality picture this person shared, and it does look like a meme quality picture. This template is gonna hate me, see me coming. So, for example, my friends talking about their wedding plans, me struggling to solve film out 137. That new template dropped, guys. This is from the live stream that happened hours ago. It was so cute. I watched it fully live, but I didn't have subtitles, and also I was working on the presentation about YouTube, so I could just hear them like talking and singing, and it was so fun. I cannot wait to rewatch it, and hopefully, like, come on, viewers, come on with the subtitles. I want accurate subtitles because the automated ones, they are not perfect, but I feel like they're more helpful with solo live streams. But when there's more than one member, since they talk over each other, the subtitles are a mess because the subtitles cannot recognize, since they are automated, they cannot recognize like different people and different sentences. So it's a mess. So I just need to wait for accurate translation. And yes, they looked very happy. So I don't have clips about this today because it was only some hours ago, but I will show them on Tuesday. Now, Jungkook. Jungkook for Calvin Klein again. The pictures. Let's see. See, Instagram is taking some time to load. Exclusive pictures just for you. Jungkook wears Calvin Klein collection and Calvin Klein underwear on his historic triple cover of Rolling Stone UK, Japan, and Korea. I know we all know why they did that. The first picture is this picture, and we all know why. And then they show like, oh, like he's Jungkook closing his eyes and like a close up. He looks so young here. He literally looks like 20 years old here. It's crazy. And the pictures were also shared by Calvin Klein Japan, who had the decency of not excluding, to put this picture first and then this one. But no, the other ones, what is this? Calvin Klein? I cannot see because of my light. Oh, just Calvin Klein. They knew what they were doing. Look at that. He's aging backwards. Exactly. And this pose is this pose.
I know movie, but I don't know movie name.
So the old I know movie, but I don't know movie name pose is back. I know name, but I don't know movie name. Let's see this. The Korean edition, Rolling Stone Korea 16th issue Jungkook is currently accepting exclusive reservations in Japan. Okay, so here is a YouTube video that I probably won't be. Oh, it let me watch it. This is not coming for me. Oh, this is the behind the scenes that we saw the other day. Right? I think I saw this here on the live stream. Like I remember. Yes, I remember. I saw it. I remember that close up. I remember. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, and I remember my comments about how the jacket, like the pictures with the leather jacket, are my favorite. I love that style for him. Did I share the same link 2 times? I included it 2 times, so you know what? Let's just watch it again.
Come forward a little bit.
I know movie, but I don't know movie name.
It had to be said twice. So here is El Korea. Jungkook takes over. Excellent song choice. Excellent. Excellent. So this is Chanel Beauty Korea. I've never seen or I think I've seen it, but I don't remember. It's kind of uncommon to see billboards of a magazine cover. There's usually billboards for advertisement, but this is like a billboard of a magazine cover. Jungkook's magazine cover for Elle. So very, very beautiful. And that is all. Oops. So once again, guys, if you, well, why do I keep saying once again? If you were not able to join at the beginning of the live stream, please go back and watch the section that I made with the presentation about YouTube and Billboard, about the fight and the changes to the charts. It's very, very important. And it's very important for armies to understand this now. One second, what's my bed like this? It's the dog. The dog moved. It's very important for us to understand these changes now, so we are prepared for future changes. The charts may change more in a couple of weeks, especially before the BTS comeback. So we just need to be prepared to any kind of changes like this. It's important for us to understand why these changes are happening. Well, we don't know why these changes are happening, but we understand how they are going to affect BTS, and what we can do about it. So please go back to that section so we're all in the same page and we can all understand the changes and do more things about it. Let's not drop YouTube like I mentioned. So let's continue with that. So I have to go now. It's about to be 2 hours. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here. So today my sister was supposed to be here, but there was something and she can't be here today. But she may be here on Tuesday, but she's going to be here next week. So thank you so much, everyone. I will see you on Tuesday. Bye. Wait, where's my Christmas music? Here. Bye.